Hey, it's day 27 of the Facebook Live Challenge, and I'm here today from a very, very, very cold, I'm talking put the in burr kind of day in South Carolina. We're heading to the mountains right now, to just outside Asheville, to eat dinner with my sister and my nieces and nephews and my great niece and great nephews. So we've been able to see some family, although it is freezing, and this island girl is ready for some sun and some warm temperatures. So exactly, it's 37 degrees, and this is supposed to be like just after the warmest time of the day. So it's darn cold, and I'm sure it's cold where you are too, because the whole entire map looks like it's in some sort of an Arctic blast. So anyway, except for where I live in Florida, which we'll be going back tomorrow. So hopefully we'll thaw out soon. Today I wanted to talk to you about, answer a question that one of our Facebook Live viewers sent in to me, and I thought it was something that you might want to be aware of yourself. And the question came, and it was, Christy, what do you think about doing a month-long topic on your content? Like, say for example, you have a weekly show, and maybe you are going to talk about one aspect of whatever your niche is, and maybe you do all 4 shows of that month as just a progressively deeper dive into different aspects of that topic. And so one of the things that there's a lot of benefits of doing this, and this actually lends itself to certain niches very, very well. Some of the ones, it's very difficult to do this sometimes if you have just an interview podcast, because you need to find guests that can speak to a certain aspect of your content, and it's not always convenient to do that, or it might take a little more planning to do that on your part. So one of the things that if you have a solo show, this type of content planning is fantastic. And let me tell you, what generally happens is people put out their podcasts and they do the content, and they might do a progressively deeper dive into these different topics or one small aspect that your niche really wants to know about. And then the podcast sits out there, and that's absolutely fine. But here's what I told this particular listener. I told this listener that the beauty of doing a 4-part series is that then when you are done, you can then take that 4-part series audio and you can bundle it in such a way that you could offer it as a lead magnet. You could then take, 4 or 5 months of content and bundle it in such a way that you basically would have a course or something that you could then turn around and sell as premium content. Now, it would be very, very easy to take your audio from your podcast, especially if you did a very well planned out 4-part series on something, and each one covered a different aspect of whatever the topic is. So if you did that and then you had the audio, you could then take the audio and create some slides in PowerPoint or Keynote or Prezi or whatever you create your slides in, and you could essentially create visuals, graphs, charts, infographics, and other things to go along with your content and what you're talking about on the audio. Then you basically do a Camtasia or ScreenFlow, where essentially you drag in the audio from your podcast, and then you begin placing your slides where your content changes. So you could basically, before the end of your month, you could have a 4-part course that would include video that you could then sell and bundle, or you could put it as something, a premium upgrade or something like that for your membership site. And it's a great way to essentially create the content once and then add more to it and repackage it and that sort of thing, and then use that as content upgrades. I think so many times as podcasters, we create content and we create content, but then we don't look at the best ways to go back and sort of repackage and repurpose that content. And a lot of content marketers call it like something like waterfall marketing, where basically you're creating one particular type of content and then you're sort of waterfalling out from there and making it go into different types of packaging and different types of funnels for your business. So that is a fantastic idea. So if you do a solo show, or if you even do an interview show where you know specifically what your guest has expertise in that will fit into your content topics, that's a great way to plan your show. And then you can also point visitors or to your podcast back to those series very easily and pull them out and place links to them in different places on your website. So if people want to know about a certain topic, they're not just listening to one podcast about it, or they're not having to randomly search through all your topics to see if there's another part of it.